Hey everybody, Charles here. Welcome to Backroads Living. In today's video, we're going to talk about some things that's been going on in our world over the last day and a half, and what's going to be happening tonight in the social world. As you can see right here, we have an article pulled up. It says Amazon is boosting Parler off of its web hosting service. That is big. I mean, that's something else. Over the last few days, after the president had his account canceled on about 10 different social media platforms, he was canceled on Amazon, or not Amazon, but Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. There was just several of them. Shopify, anything to do with social media, he was he was banned from it. They took his social presence completely offline. Period. Except for places like Parler, where he could, it's similar to Twitter, where you could get over there and say what you wanted to and post what you want to, and just kind of live how you wanted to as far as over there. Well, they're hosted by Amazon. Their servers, their platform is on Amazon servers, and Amazon has now sent them a letter, and we're going to go over that letter right here real quick. It says Amazon notified Parler that it would be cutting off the social network favored by conservatives and those folks from its cloud hosting service, Amazon Web Services, according to an email obtained by BuzzFeed News. The suspension, which will go into effect on Sunday just before midnight, means that Parler will be unable to operate and will go offline unless it can find another hosting service. People on Parler use the social network to stoke fear, this is what Amazon said, spread hate, and coordinate the insurrection at the Capitol building on Wednesday. The app has recently been overrun with death threats, celebrations of violence, and posts encouraging patriots to march on Washington, D.C. with weapons on January the 19th, the day before the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden. In an email obtained by BuzzFeed News, an AWS Trust and Safety team told Parler Chief Policy Officer Amy Peikoff that the calls for violence propagating across the social network violated its terms of service. Amazon said it was unconvinced that the service's plans to use volunteers to moderate calls for violence and hate speech would be effective. Recently, we've seen a steady increase in this violent content on your website, all of which violates our terms, the email reads. It's clear that Parler does not have an effective process to comply with the AWS terms of service. An Amazon spokesperson declined to comment on the suspension. In a post on Sunday evening, public evening following publication of this story, Parler CEO John Matz, who did not return a request for comment from BuzzFeed, said it is possible the social network will be unavailable on the internet for up to a week as we rebuild from scratch. Now, I hope they get rebuilt. I hope they get back up. Everybody needs a platform to speak what they speak their mind on. People don't need to abuse or violate policies, but people certainly need to be able to speak their mind. This is the CEO of Parler, John Matz. Sunday, tomorrow at midnight, Amazon will be shutting off all our servers in an attempt to completely remove free speech from the internet. There is the possibility Parler will be unavailable on the internet for up to a week as we rebuild from scratch. We prepared for events like this by never relying on Amazon's proprietary infrastructure and building bare metal products. So they have their infrastructure and their bare bones here. They just got to find a host for it. We will try our best to move to a new provider right now, as we have many competing for our business. However, Amazon, Google, and Apple purposely did this as a coordinating effort, knowing our options would be limited and knowing this would inflict the most damage right as President Trump was banned from the tech companies. Well, do you think that these people would coordinate and do something like that? I'm surprised that you would think that. This was a coordinated attack by the tech giants to kill competition in the marketplace. We were too successful, too fast. You can expect the war on competition and free speech to continue. But don't count us out. Now, I just did a live video a while ago and uploaded it right here on YouTube. And it was on Romans chapter 13. I did half a teaching on it today, and I'll finish it up probably tomorrow or the next day. This is why that I feel it's so important to do a teaching on Romans 13 about obeying civil government laws. Because the freedom of speech is under attack in this country and has been for a long time. And if these big tech companies have their way, there will be no freedom of speech left in this country, period. There are laws that will be enacted that are ungodly. There will be rules that are enacted that are ungodly, that will be to punish those who are righteous. And that's why it's important for you to understand what Romans 13 really says about civil law and obeying the law. It's not what all these ungodly ministers are telling you. Listen to our teaching on it and get an understanding on it. It's on our YouTube channel right here, Romans chapter 13, about the civil law. Go watch that. We'll do the second part, like I said, here probably tomorrow. I'll get it uploaded, and we'll try to get it uploaded as soon as I can, because it's important that we understand it. Now, this was a coordinated attack by the tech giants to kill competition in the marketplace, is what he wrote. We were too successful, too fast, and they were really building fast over the last 3 days. Their servers couldn't even keep up with the people that was joining them and leaving Twitter. And the big tech giants couldn't stand that. On Parler, reaction to the implementing ban was swift and outraged, with some discussing violence against Amazon. It would be a pity if someone, well, I'm not even going to read that part. Amazon's move comes after Apple, if you recall. Now, yesterday and the day before, Apple banned Parler from its app store. So the app's no longer there on Apple, and the app for Parler is not going to be available on Google Play. So they've got rid of it also. So finding an app for Parler, they're going to have to get a new app built somewhere. You know, I mean, it just is, because everybody and their brother has cell phones and tablets and things like that you have to have apps in order to navigate these sites. On Saturday, ahead of Apple's expected banning from the App Store, people rushed to download Parler's app, making it the most downloaded free app. While people will still be able to use Parler on their iPhones after the App Store ban, the social media company will not be able to distribute updates through Apple services. You can still use your app, you just won't be able to get updates to the app through the Apple iTunes. Amazon's move, however, will remove the infrastructure from which Parler operates. Parler, which was launched in 2018, has become a safe haven for people banned by popular sites including Facebook and Twitter. The Henderson, Nevada-based company has billed itself as a free speech alternative to mainstream social networks. Recent threads on Parler have called for a lot of things that they shouldn't have. Let's see, Republican lawmakers like Ted Cruz, Devin Nunes, and the president and his family members and surrogates have all established Parler accounts and have publicly encouraged their supporters to join them there. So too have many figures in conservative media. We saw people deleting their accounts and moving to Parler, deleting their Twitter accounts. They just up and deleted them and moved. They didn't wait for them to be banned. We also were seeing a purge of Twitter accounts. We saw Todd Starnes is a popular radio talk show host here, and he said they had lost 12,000 followers on Twitter overnight. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of big Twitter accounts, conservative Twitter accounts, that was reporting that they were losing tens of thousands of followers daily. So there has been a purge of some kind going on there, according to that. Let's see, on Amazon Web Services, Parler had gone from negligible spend to paying more than $300,000 a month for hosting, according to multiple services. And if that's true, there will be people competing for that business. So hopefully they'll be back up within a week or so. We hope so. They have called for the ban of Parler. They wanted rid of Parler for a long time, and now that they've got, they feel like now that they have, there's been a new change in administration, that there won't be any kickback from this. So that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, what's your thoughts on Parler being stripped from the or removed from the Amazon web hosting service tonight at midnight, and their apps being taken down? I'd love your thoughts. Give us your thoughts on it, and share this video with other people. If you're not a subscriber, we'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to our channel. Like this video. It gives us more exposure on YouTube, and we'll be doing more stuff as we see it come along and reporting on it. And don't forget that we have several more videos on YouTube that you might want to check out. And there's just a lot going on, folks. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Lean not to your own understanding, but lean on the Lord God Almighty, and He will direct your paths. So with that being said, God bless you all, and we'll see you in the next video. We just got our new lights and lipstick back in. They are stunners. We've got this hot lipstick. Stunning lipstick. Be sure and get yours before they get gone again. These things move fast. Thank you all.